In this tutorial, we'll show you how to set up roles and permissions in Oracle Enterprise Data Management Cloud. Let's look at a scenario where you assign roles and permissions for a team to manage planning data for the enterprise. The team consists of the following people: Barry, the team manager and application creator; Carol, who needs read-only access to planning data; Henry, who manages core planning dimensions such as accounts and products; and Frank, who manages mappings from a source GL application to the planning application. I'm logged in as a service administrator. From the home page, I'll open Access Control and select the Provision Roles tab. Let's provision Barry, our team manager. I'll grant the Application Creator role to Barry, who needs to create and register applications. With this role, after he registers an application, he is assigned owner permission to the application. Barry also needs the View Creator role, so he can create views with viewpoints for users to view and manage data. With this role, Barry is assigned the owner permission to any view he creates. Now, I'm logged on as Barry and have already registered the acquired GL Legacy and Corporate Planning EPBCS applications. Let's assign permissions to the team members. Carol simply needs to view data for the corporate planning application. I'll open the Application Inspector and assign the browser permission. Henry manages accounts and product data and hierarchies in the corporate planning application. With Data Manager permission at the dimension level, he can manage all of the data objects related to those dimensions. Select the Definition tab to see the application dimensions. Click the dimension to display the Dimension Inspector, where you can assign dimension-level permissions. I'll assign the Data Manager permission to Henry for both the account and product dimensions. Frank manages account mappings from the Legacy GL application to the Corporate Planning application. With Submitter permission to the Legacy GL account node type and Submitter permission to the account mapping hierarchy, he can add nodes to the list of Legacy GL accounts and map them to the Corporate Planning account mapping hierarchy. Let's start with the node type permission. I'll open the Node Set Inspector for acquired account and go to the Definition tab to see the node types in the node set. Click the node type to display the Node Type Inspector, where you can assign node type level permissions. I'll assign the Submitter permission to Frank. Now let's assign the Hierarchy Set permission. I'll open the Hierarchy Set Inspector for account mapping and assign the Submitter permission to Frank. When Carol signs in, she can browse all of the views that have viewpoints for the dimensions in the corporate planning application. If the view contains viewpoints for dimensions in other applications, she won't see them. As a browser, Carol can't create requests. When Henry signs in, he can open views with viewpoints for the account and product dimension in the corporate planning application. As a data manager for these dimensions, he can create requests in these views. And when Frank signs in, he can open views with viewpoints containing a list of the Legacy GL account nodes or the Corporate Planning account mapping hierarchy. As a submitter, he can also create requests in these views. If you want more information on how to set up an approval workflow for requests, you can find links to our tutorials on configuring and incorporating subscriptions in the video description. In this tutorial, you explored how to set up roles and permissions in Enterprise Data Management Cloud. To learn more, visit cloud.oracle.com.